All right, now let's now cross to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, where David Andori, CEO, General Manager at Lambert Trust and Investment, is standing by to talk us through today's trade. Thank you so much, David, for joining us. And we saw the market trimming those last week gains again today. Your thoughts about the trend we're seeing, because this is the second day of losses we're seeing in this market, and also we're seeing that volumes are relatively low.
Thank you very much, Wale. Good day. It's a pleasure being with you today. Yes, the Nigerian equities market declined today by about 0.49%. Is not unexpected, as I think that investors have started to take profit, considering the fact that the market had actually been upbeat throughout the whole of last week. And at a point last week, the market cap crossed the 12 trillion naira mark, and therefore that was what perhaps stimulated the penchant for profit taking by investors.
Right.
Again, we have started seeing third quarter results being released, and the results that have emanated so far from the banking sector, though good, have actually not been very, very impressive compared to the previous quarters. And so it does appear that investors' apprehensions are being confirmed, that the increase in the cash reserve ratio is probably having adverse effect on the bottom line of banking businesses.
All right, we'll come back to the banks. David, if I can just chip in here.
Observe that the banking sector actually is the arrowhead that occupies the commanding height of the Nigerian equities market, then is not unlikely, therefore, that investors are not very, very eager to move into banking sector right now.
All right, David, let's move on to other sectors. Dangote Sugar, where I just spoke to the CEO, and I think he highlighted a few interesting plans for the future as the company continues its backward integration strategy. But what's your take on Dangote Sugar? They, of course, reported numbers today, earnings up about 17%.
Yes, the third quarter result hit the market today. It was impressive, although not extraordinarily spectacular. Unfortunately, the price decline today. It could actually mean that the result that was released today has not been acted upon by investors. And so it could be delayed reaction, that when investors get acquainted with the result, together with the repositioning program that the company is pursuing, then we are probably going to see in future increase in demand for that security, because the prospect for that company is very, very bright moving forward. Just like every other arm of Dangote Group, the prospect is quite high for sugar.
All right.
The industrial sector actually went up today. It was the only sector in the market that appreciated.
Right.
All the other sectors in the market declined.
Okay, let's talk a bit about Lafarge.
The two major...
David, let's just talk a bit about Lafarge WAPCO.
Okay,
they also reported
Wale.
numbers recently as well. Of course, very positive numbers. We saw earnings up about 80%, so very, very positive growth trajectory there when you look at it year on year. What's your take on that stock? We saw the share price move up today.
Sorry, Wale, I didn't get that question.
I want to get
clearly. Can you repeat it?
Sure, I wanted to get your thoughts on Lafarge WAPCO. We see that they've also reported some positive numbers.
Okay,
what's your take on the stock?
Yeah, you know, WAPCO has been on the ascendancy, increasing its capacity and growing its profits. And so with the plan that the company has to massively increase its production in Nigeria, it therefore means that with time, the market is going to reward that security.
David, I really have to interject. Thank you.
The market.
David, thank you so much. We really have to wrap it up there. I really need to move on the show. Thank you for joining us on the show today, David Anjorin, General Manager at Lambert Trust and Investment.